Knowledge is the least sought after and the most unattractive power known to man. Now I'll repeat, knowledge is the least sought after and the least attractive power out there. Let's go through the list of powers, shall we? Or off the top of my head. Or the ones that we're going to talk about in this video. There's obviously the power of knowledge, the power of money, or riches, financial status, and power of love. Now, power of love, hate, same thing. Now, starting off with money, because I'm pretty sure when you guys heard money, it was like, oh, you guys were like, oh, I like money. I like money. We all like money. Now, the power of money is something interesting because, as soon as you have it, no matter how much, people flock. I take that back. As long as it's more than them. If you have more money than them, or the person that you're interacting with, or the people that you're around, they'll flock. Or if you have something that's obviously expensive, they'll flock. Why, you ask? Well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So think about it. What can money do? Money can buy things, right? On a surface level. Now let's think deeper. What does money do? Why do you want money so bad? Why do you chase after the coin like you're Mario time and time again? Not because you want that, one of the reasons maybe because you want that nice house or you want that nice car or you're saving up for, yada, 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 so you can take your girlfriend out, so you can feed yourself. Those are the obvious reasons why you need money. But why do you need a lot of money? And why do people flock to people with, more than them? Why is it important to people that another person has more money than them? Why isn't it significant? Another person might say, you over there in the back. Yeah, you. You said what? Oh, see? We got an answer. So another answer could be envy or I want to be in that person's shoes. Or I just want to be close. I just want to be close to money. Because money buys all these good things. Money brings all these good things. Security. The big thing is security. People equate the dollar sign to security. Now, people who do that, I'm assuming, is not very knowledgeable nor wise in the sense of their own life. Now, one can be knowledgeable, one can be wise in mathematics, history, any academia. But if you do not pay attention to the world around you, if you do not heal yourself as a person, if you do not pay attention to your inner self, if you do not pay attention to your inner self, and you do not pay attention to the people around you and the world around you, you cannot call yourself a knowledgeable person about. You can call yourself, about life, about the life that you live. You can call yourself a knowledgeable person about, keep your degree in physics, keep your degree in mathematics, keep your degree in hootenanner. When it comes to life, the key to life is understanding and being comfortable with the metaphysical. What knowledge brings What knowledge does, it brings you closer to that. Anyway, back to the point. Money. We talked about how it brings security. We talked about how people love it because you can buy them things with it, or you can buy things with it. And that's what makes money one of the most, powerful, most, alluring powers that exist in the world, because, you know, you know, we made it's a currency to do things to, and it makes you, there's class structure to economics. So it's like, it's also like it's things layered on top of each other that just make money not only just, mentally, but also physically in the actual gameplay, rather than the lore in the actual gameplay, or rather in the canon of the game. Um, this game called life. Uh, Money plays a significant role. So naturally, obviously, people are going to say, like, for example, it's like when you're playing GTA, when you're playing any RPG, and they have a currency, what do you get at the end of each mission? The currency. And what do you end up prioritizing throughout the game? The currency. That's it. You don't care about, what's the most optimal way to do this, that, what's the funnest weapon. You don't care about any of that. What's the fastest way I can make the currency in the game so I can do what? Buy the best car, buy the best skin. Every game is comprised of that one that one kind of like underlying sort of chase. The chase for the arbitrary currency to then consume. Love, that I brought up. The power of love is interesting. And the reason why it's so interesting is because, well, it's different in money in the sense that it's not necessarily physical, put it simply. Love makes you do strange things, make you want to, scream at a person. Sometimes, I don't believe this, but some might say that it causes you to kill people. That is a video. That is a topic for a whole other day. But point is, love can make you do a lot of crazy things. Apparently. And I've had experience with this. I don't think this is exclusive to no one group or no one person. And that's why love is interesting, because not all of us are money hungry. Not all of us are like see money and be like, oh, Not all of us, flock to knowledge, which nobody really does. We'll talk about that last, because that's what the point of the video is. But, no one necessarily is like, but everyone loves. And if you don't love, you're probably a psychopath, or you got some things going on, blah, 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 Love is everywhere. And if you love, it's like, it doesn't take much, because we're humans. I don't want to go too much into it, because I want to assume that we are all humans. We have all loved before in some way, shape, or form, with our mothers, with our fathers, or we've experienced love in some manner. And going with that assumption, it's clear. Like, when you're in a relationship, you're probably doing things that you don't really do if you weren't. I think that's real. Like, it's just, that's what the power of love does. It brings this sort of different mindset out of people. All of a sudden, you want to do better. You want to look, better. Or the opposite happens. You just kind of get lazy. You settle down. You think it's all right. You're good. It makes a shift in a person. A big one. A huge one. Last but not least, the power of knowledge, what this video is about. Knowledge is something that the people ignore. Knowledge is something that the people don't care too much about. And the reason why is, well, I don't want to say that I know. I don't want to come out and say that. And the reason why is like I know the reason why, but I theorize that the reason why is the rampant ignorance that is amongst the masses usually. The rampant just head assery of the masses. Like I feel like people today and for all time, because this, like, remind you, these three things that I'm bringing up are universal, and I think have been here since the beginning. Not universal, I don't want to say universal, but are things human based. Like these are human centric things that rule us, I think, on our day to days. And this is money, currency, love, and knowledge are things that have been since the dawn of time. So when I say this really goes for humanity. Since the beginning of humanity, people have flocked to people with the gold. People who have the gold usually have the power. Why is that? Well, I went over that. People who you love the most usually end up being the ones to manipulate you, but can sometimes become the ones to manipulate you, especially while you're young. And manipulation can come in those forms. Knowledge, the power of knowledge, it can be utilized to, in the negative connotation, it can be used to, actually no. The thing about knowledge is that it's not necessarily negative in any way. And I was going to give it a negativity, which was that it can be used to manipulate. But the thing is, the people are so ignorant and so have their heads so far up their asses that when people speak knowledge to them, they deny it. They say, no, I'm not going to listen to that. That's got to be wrong. But they will listen to politicians and people on their and these people who look like them and talk like them, and who has possibly a college degree like them, and does like this like them, and have this aesthetic like them. They'll listen to those people, obviously, because like I said, their heads so far up their ass are so fucking ignorant that they just are like, yeah, dude, like, so what that you clearly know what you're talking about, and so what that I could easily fact check you, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna fact check you. I'm gonna just sit here, deny you, like, no, dog, you're wrong. You don't know what you're saying. You don't know what you're talking about. La 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 la, like 5-year-olds. And by the way, because we're adults, what it looks like is childlike behavior in the most professional, most PC office way possible. That's what the left is. That's what people, the majority, because I'm in California, so left. This is what the left is. It's like the people that run into every day has this baby mindset. They're like, man, everything is I don't like how you did that. You have to, and it's like because they're crying and they're nagging for their bottle. You're like, you just want to be like, here, have the bottle. But it's like, no, you can't have the bottle, dude. You can't have the bottle. You can't have the iPad. You can't have the iPad. It's over. You get me? I think that was a tangent, but like, you get where I'm going with this. Like, the power of knowledge for generations. Some generations have cared about it more than others. In our specific generation, it is the least cared about thing. The least cared about thing. Knowledge, understanding the lore. People so caught up in the gameplay. It's easy to do that. It's easy to do that. It's easy. It's easy to be caught up in the gameplay, because the gameplay is fun. It's like Overwatch. It's like finals. It's like Helldivers. You're caught up in the gameplay. You're eating it up. It's so fun when you know what I'm talking about when you first get on Overwatch, and you're like, oh my god, what is this? Abilities, FPS, competition. This is peak. When you first played the finals, it's like, oh my gosh, this is fresh. This is innovative. This is teamwork. This is lovely. You play Helldivers. Oh my gosh. Gaming is peak now. It is fresh. It's new. It's that pizzazz. So you're just caught up into it. You love it. You eat it up. You eat it up. You eat it up, but you never stop to look at the nutrition facts. Now you're 650 pounds. And you can't stop. And you won't stop. Because why? You love it so much. Knowledge is important. Do not be one of those people who overlook knowledge. Gain it. Gain a voice. The only way you can gain a voice is by being knowledgeable. The only reason you can gain an opinion, an opinion of your own, is by being knowledgeable. If you come to the same conclusion, hey, side with them. But be knowledgeable. Be well-rounded. You know, think nuance. Think with nuance. Peace, love, happiness. I think I touched on everything I want to touch on. I'm in this video now. I think I said everything I wanted to say. I think you guys get the point. Nobody cares fuck about people who, who speak truth. This spoke Zarathustra. I read it when I was, 16, 15, and still to this day, literally is on par, literally by the book of how people react and how people will react to people who try to speak of truth. Like Nietzsche wrote, man is a rope tied between beast and overman. And what did the people do? They laughed.